Local governments have long struggled with funding and autonomy, and recent developments which eventually granted financial autonomy to the third tier of government have brought the debate into sharp focus. A key issue that has come to the forefront is whether there is still a place for the Joint Allocation Account Committee, following a land-backed Supreme Court ruling that challenges the way funds are distributed to local government.
This is Section 162 of the Nigerian Constitution. Created or gives legal backing to what is called federation account. And we have three federating units in Nigeria. We have the federal government, we have the local government, so the state government and the local government. And that Section 162 or Section 1 to 10 made provisions for how the money accruing to the federation account should be shared among those three tiers of government. But close to the end of that provision, it says that the money accruing to the local government of a state will be paid to that joint account you spoke about. But that was aside before the federal government of Nigeria under President Tinubu took the matter to the Supreme Court of Nigeria for adjudication. Supreme Court has rightly decided that the money accruing to any local government of a state should no more be paid to the joint account. That the money should be, or the fund should be paid directly to the account of each local government where the money belongs.
While this ruling is seen as a victory for local government, experts believe it also comes with new challenges, particularly when it comes to generating enough revenue to meet the needs of the people.
The local government is coming full autonomy, and of course I know there will always be a relationship between the state and the local government, just as we have it, between the state and the federal government. So all the three arms of government, they have to come together and see the way, a common ground to be able to share responsibility. All this kind of, coming autonomy, JAC and all that, there was no JAC ab initio, but JAC was introduced for a purpose. So for you to eliminate JAC, then you must know that those problems that, that were recurring at that time were solved. And all this thing is not about ego, it's about how do we make this thing work, and it will now be a kind of benefit, a mutual benefit to everybody.
Apart from expanding revenue base through productivity-driven initiatives, the survival of the local government may well require a change in the sharing formula for allocations.
Even under the previous conditions, there's what we call counterpart funding. There are projects in states that both the World Bank, the federal government, and the state government are jointly funding. Now, if there are issues of development at the grassroots that federal government want to intervene, that state government want to intervene to help local government, then we talk about this of counterpart funding. The mistake that the federal government made before taking the matter to court, to Supreme Court, was that the federal government did not prepare the grant before the Supreme Court decided. Money was supposed to be with the state government and be distributed to local government. So after the state government has added 10% of its own IGR to it, the federal government was supposed to have made a provision with the Central Bank of Nigeria that each local government should open a current account in its own name. The National Assembly, the Senate, and the House of Rep has the singular responsibility to look at the letters and the pronouncement, the decisions of the Supreme Court, and amend Section 162 in the order of the decision made or the judgment made by the Supreme Court, which means the joint account will have been removed or deleted from the Constitution.
Some Nigerians are hopeful that local governments will now have more control over their finances, while others remain concerned about the potential for mismanagement and lack of accountability.
We cannot say that JAC will not be in existence. We cannot say that, because even with the autonomy of the states, they are still attending FAC to distribute money. Even the Constitution provides that the state will equally give money to the local governments. If all this will happen, then there must be a body through which they will meet. And the Constitution calls it a board. Whether a board or commission or whatever they call it, or council, there must be a board.
The treasurer of each of the local government, they are their own accountant general. They will be the one to go and represent each of the local government at the jack level. When they do that, they will receive their money directly.
Recently, the National Union of Local Government Employees, NOGE, a body of workers in all the 774 local councils in Nigeria, expressed disappointment over the 6-month delay in getting accounts opened for local government with the Central Bank of Nigeria, a situation resulting in the withholding of funds meant to be disbursed and used for the effective administration of local government across the country. The Supreme Court's decision may change the way local governments operate. For now, the challenge lies in ensuring that autonomy leads to better service delivery. Zaheed, Aribisala, OSRC News.